Well, hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to Billy's Blades and Tools. I just wanted to hop on here and for Thankful Thursday. First thing I'm thankful for is I got up again this morning. Thank God for that. And any day I get up is a good day. So hope everybody's having a good week. The weather here in Central Ohio has been a little cool last several days, but now it's beginning to warm up again. It's August, so that's normal. But hope everybody's having a good day. And I wanted to go over a couple knives that I just acquired recently. Actually, 3 of them. And but I just wanted to get on here for Thankful Thursday. Yeah, I thank God every day for the days that I get up. And I've got so much to be thankful for that I can't name it all right here, but I am blessed, and I'm blessed that I get to get on here and show some knives. So let me flip this thing around and show you what I got. So hang on for a second. All right, I'm back. First knife I want to show you is something I picked up at a little flea market when I went out to my daughter's place out in Tuscarawas County. My grandson and I decided we'd go to a couple little flea markets and antique stores and whatnot. But we didn't really find too much. The flea market that we went to had a lot of knives in there that were already cleaned up and made really pretty, and not really what I normally look for. But bring that in a little bit. I couldn't walk out without buying something. So this little Ranger knife, which I think they're made by Colonial. It's a 3-bladed Stockman. I don't know if it's a small Stockman. I think it's be considered a small Stockman, but it's in excellent condition. There's a little bit of patina right here. It must have had some rust on there, but it's been all cleaned up. And the guy had it marked for $20, and I asked him if he can, do any better on the price, and he knocked $5 off of it. So I got it for $15. Like I say, it's a Ranger, and I'm pretty sure, from what I understand, they were made by Colonial. Not really able to date it specifically, but I'll put something up here with a date range. But all the blades are in really good shape. The blades all have like marks across there. I assume those were factory marks. You can see the lines there. The knives have been sharpened and used a little bit. That's the I guess that would be a pen blade. Not really sure in the shape of it. Then we got the sheep's foot. It's got some marks on there from somebody trying to sharpen it with something other than a sharpening stone, but maybe I'll work on that at some point. Try to get some of those out of there. But overall, the scales are in excellent condition. Doesn't have a lot of pocket worn marks on it or anything. But picked that up for $15. So usually I like to buy knives that are like $3 to $5 that need some work on them. But like I said, I couldn't walk out of the flea market with nothing. So this turned out to be a pretty good knife. I'm gonna maybe clean up a little bit more on it. Let me look down inside here. Yeah, it's all nice and clean down in there. No pocket lint or anything, but like I say, most of the knives that were available at this flea market had all been cleaned up. There were some pretty high dollar knives in a couple of the booths, but this was in within my price range. So that's what I picked up at the flea market. So then just the other day, decided to go to Walmart and took my grandson with me. And we were there to get other things, get some oil for his dirt bike, whatnot. But I always got to stop in the sporting goods area, see if they have any knives on clearance. And most of the time, it's not. There's nothing there. But this time, picked up a couple knives. Back this up a little bit. Picked up this Buck 285 Bantam BLW. It's got the mossy oak orange scales on there. The blade is 3 1/8 long drop point, 420 HC steel. The length of the knife closed is 4.375, 2.4 ounces. Glass reinforced textured nylon mossy oak blaze, camo, stainless steel removable clip. And the thing I was interested in is right here. It says made in the USA, of USA and import parts. So I guess it's made in the USA, but possibly some of the parts have been imported. Haven't opened it yet, so let me get my knife out here. Got my little Camillus titanium. It's an import, but I love this little knife. My wife actually found it about a year ago at Walmart. It was on clearance for $8. So that's a heck of a deal. I actually picked up 2 of them. One of them went to my grandson. So it's really, really handy. It's got a nice little pocket clip, fairly tight, but got the flipper, so it works pretty good. So let me open this up. Back the camera out just a little bit. Here we go. See if we can slice this open without hurting myself. Get that out of the package here. Got a little paperwork inside here. We'll hang on to that. The blade's got some kind of, I don't know, a stone wash, or I don't know what they would call that, but it's not shiny or anything. It's a lock back. I'm not very good at thumb stuff, so my hands just don't work like they used to. But there's the pocket clip. It's not reversible, but you can take it off if you don't want it. There's that stone finish. If you can catch it there, it says 285. That's the number on there. Buck USA. Feels pretty good in the hand. Pocket clip, I guess, could be an issue with some people, but most of the knives I carry, I'm not cutting anything up, no animals or anything, just boxes, whatnot. Got a little jimping here. in the handle material. Got that swedge there. Feels fairly sharp. Got a hole back here for the lanyard. A little jimping there, probably just for decoration. But overall, seems like a pretty good knife. See if I just can't work the thumb stud stuff very good. But I paid $15.50 for this. It was on clearance and made in the USA. But for $15.50, I think that was a pretty good buy. So I'll add that to my pocket rotation and see how that works out in the pocket. So there's that. My flea market find. And then they had another knife that was on clearance. That's an Ozark Trail. Had it marked for $5. Got a pocket clip here. And let me see if I can get this sliced open without, see which way the best way to go is here. There we go. Again, love this little knife. Yes, it's imported. Using the Camillus name. Got the little pocket clip with the little blade cut out there. But that's a pretty cool knife. So they had these on closeout. If I can get that. Oh, they got the pocket clip in there, so I'm going to have to continue around here, get that plastic cut. There we go. Get that pocket clip out of there. All right. Sorry about that. A little tip. But there it is. I think that would be considered a Wharncliffe blade. Got pretty good edge on it. I don't have any paper here to cut. Well, here, let me try this. Chunk here. Oh yeah. Put a good edge on that. But it's got a little lock here. You can pull back. Liner lock. It's got, I don't know if that's aluminum. Let me see here what it says on the box or on the thing. 3-inch stainless steel blade with a satin finish. 4-inch titanium coated stainless steel handle. Okay. Safety frame lock with a pocket clip. Made in China, but that's okay. Stainless steel blade, spring assist opening. Let's see how good that works. Oh yeah, pops right out. Yep. Like I say, this was on clearance. They had it marked for $5. And, you know, kind of a silver gray scales. Liner lock with a little jimping on the liner lock. This little slide here slides forward so you can't open it. Can't tell. No, it doesn't look like the liner is skeletonized or anything. It's black. Blade centering is really good. Got some thumb studs here, but I don't use thumb studs, so it's locked, so I can't open it. Slide this back. Boom. There you go. Ozark Trail outdoor equipment. I've got, you know, China right there. Overall, that's a pretty good knife. when I got up to the register, we bought some other things. My grandson and I got some oil for his dirt bike and a can of spray paint. I went ahead and picked up 2 of these. I got one for the grandson. When we got to the register and checked out, it seemed like it was, the price was a little less than what I figured it would be. I got looking at the receipt. These knives checked out at $3.50. You can't beat that. I kind of want to go back and get more, but I think one's good enough for me. Grandson's got one now. I haven't just opened this, so I don't know how good the pocket clip is. But overall, you can't beat that for $3.50. Yeah. So I don't, I know every Walmart's different. I'm constantly going to we have 3 that I can go to. I go to one fairly regular. But I'm always checking for clearance and hardly ever see anything. But this time I ended up with 2 knives. And I don't know. It's kind of hard to beat. I'm a cheapskate. I'm on a budget, and I like picking up inexpensive knives. They work good in my pocket. They work good when I'm trying to cut something open. So that's about all I can say about them. The buck knife was a really good deal, $15.50. On top of that, during this, I think we got another week yet of this. There's no taxes for back to school stuff, so everything that I got, there was no taxes on it. So we got just a few more days in this week, I think, for that. But anyway, that's what I picked up. Haven't been into any local flea markets lately. I need to get out there and check out some knives that I need to add to my project list. I've got several knives on the project list, so I need to add more. I mean, who has enough knives? But anyway, appreciate you stopping in. If you get a chance, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. And I hope everybody has a blessed day and a blessed week. And we'll probably see you on the next video. So everybody, you take care.